Working the night shift at a hospital, I glanced up and froze. A woman walked past wearing my yellow raincoat, the exact same one, down to every stain and tear. Was this a ghost, a glitch in reality, or something else? We've all had those moments where reality seems to hiccup. I lost my keys, retraced my steps, and they were nowhere. Minutes later, they were right where I had looked. One TikTok user saw a stranger wearing the exact same vintage dress she was wearing, as if looking at a mirror from across the street. 6639 for 8380 to 3039 L66L68. Another told of meeting a man on a spelunking trip. They recognized each other from a college. Spanish class 15 years earlier. 6639 for 8380 to 3039 L7 for L76. One mother chose the name Phoebe for her unborn baby. 15 years after she broke up with a boy at summer camp, a woman signed up for an 8-hour cave tour, and the guide was that same boy, now her husband. A girl met a boy at the park when she was young. They lost touch, only to find out years later that he was her future husband. 6639 for 8380 to 3039 L93 L96. While vacationing in Switzerland, a group of friends asked a stranger to take their photo. It turns out he and one of them went to kindergarten together and hadn't seen each other in decades. Another spelunker exploring caves noticed his friend wearing an orange jacket that he'd left at home. When he turned back, the friend was wearing a different jacket. And no one recalled the orange one. People describe hearing their own names whispered when alone, seeing objects teleport across rooms, or entire days missing from their memories. Are these temporal glitches or something more supernatural? There are also stories of being into places at once, or seeing loved ones who have already passed away. Science might call these hallucinations, but they can feel disturbingly real. These glitch in the Matrix stories are everywhere, from TikTok to Reddit. Thousands sharing encounters with doppelgangers, coincidences, and lost time. 6639 for 8380 to 3039 L53 L59. Some attribute them to multiverse collisions or digital simulations. But is there a rational explanation? Here's a real-life mystery. On August 13th, 2025, people in Minnesota and Wisconsin saw glowing spirals and orbs in the night sky. The fuel turned into ice crystals that glittered in the upper atmosphere, creating spirograph patterns that looked like glowing jellyfish. 9 to 1 to 1 9 0 for 1 9 1 1 3 8 L11 for L122. What looked like aliens was simply human space travel, yet the feeling of unease, the sense that reality is off kilter, remains. So what can we learn from these stories? For one, our brains love patterns. We notice coincidences and assign meaning, even when randomness is at play. 2. The world is smaller than you think. Running into the same person years later or on another continent is improbable but not impossible. In a connected world. And 3. Sometimes there really are rational explanations, like rocket fuel reflecting sunlight, behind seemingly supernatural events. Psychologists say our brains sometimes misremember details and fill in gaps. Memories are reconstructed, not perfect recordings, which may explain some anomalies. The idea of the simulation hypothesis suggests that such glitches are artifacts of a computer-generated reality. While there's no evidence for this, it captivates our imagination, ultimately. Whether you believe these are signs of parallel worlds, spiritual messages, or just cognitive quirks, they make for chilling stories that tap into our deepest fears. They also connect millions of people through shared wonder and fear. When you realize others experience the same strangeness, you feel less alone. So next time you experience a glitch, an object vanishing, a person knowing your dream, a memory that everyone else denies, take note. Share it. You might discover a community waiting. To compare notes, if you enjoy these creepy coincidences and want more true horror stories, subscribe to Nightmare Screaming. Every week we bring you real encounters and solved mysteries and stories that will keep you up at night. Don't forget to like, leave a comment with your own glitch story, and hit the bell so you never miss a scare.